This is Boots Electric from Eagles of Death Metal. My grandfather was a moonshiner, and he loved pure grain alcohol. So it makes sense that pure grain audio would be the thing that I would want to listen to everywhere. Well, if you likened our past releases to pornos made by John Holmes, this would be like a new John Holmes movie, but he has a bigger dick. And he doesn't have AIDS, so it's awesome. Well, whereas the last albums were more like bending over Keith Richards and raping him with Little Richard, this is like bending over George Clinton and raping him with Little Richard as a dick, and the Rolling Stones and Chuck Berry as the balls. So that's kind of different, but the same. Eagles of Death Metal is kind of, in my opinion, like the special forces of rock and roll, really. And Joshua and I are both the same in many respects, one of them being that we don't believe in a certain time, we believe in right on time. And we actually had no concept of it being 7 years. I made a solo record, toured it. Joshua made Them Crooked Vultures album and Queen's album. And also, Eagles of Death Metal is a lucky band. We get to tour a lot because we're a live band. We're more like Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus than we are an album of circus sounds. I'm wanted in several countries now for a variety of crimes, and the legal defense is, it's going to be hefty. I'm just kidding. Again, Joshua and I had the time. And actually there were some things, you know, we both got cramped for time, so we wanted to hang out, and I mean this truthfully. Initially, this album only got scheduled as a sort of ruse for us to hang out and party without our wives and our girls knowing about it. And I shit you not, common day, we recorded this album over the course of 2 years. We spent actually 11 days on physical recording. Average day in the studio was, where's Josh and Jesse? They just got some dynamite from a demolition store, and they have a drone, and I don't know what. It is, it comes from a desert, it actually comes from two phrases. It's a Boy Scout phrase, which actually means go to bed or calm down, because the zipper on a tent goes from the top down. Zipper down, boys. But it also means like, relax, easy. It's okay to be cool, but everyone wants to be cool, just don't try to be too cool, you know what I mean? And it's also much easier of a philosophy if you're trying to have tits, you know, artistic breasts. You know, I don't know what the cool word is, but I like those. And so I always wanted to be a human nipple. So with Zipper Down, I got to outlive, you know, both of those fantasies. With rock and roll and showbiz, you get to do things that you never thought possible. I've seen Superman fly. I saw Gandalf live, and I have been a human nipple. She's a very close friend of mine. She's an amazing filmmaker, and she is one of the scariest and most vicious and violent Hungarian criminal underworld characters on Meanest that you've. Have you ever seen that Cocaine Cowboys movie? The chick, the Griselda, you know, if that chick was super hot and awesome. That's why we couldn't show her head. And her nipples are very unique, so the real reason it's our head, it was forensically, we had to do a forensic nipple cover because she did not want to get busted. Joshua and I like to do songs that come out of left field, and I'm a big fanatic of covers. I look at them as a badge of, or a demonstration of badassery in a way. If you can do a cover and not fuck with it, it's like winning the game of chess in a way. And Joshua and I, one of the things that we bonded together over when we were children were the music that we listened to that we couldn't listen to with everyone else, especially in Southern California at the explosion of the punk rock movement. Sensitive and pretty music, or music that really likes girls, wasn't that cool, you know? So we would bond over these moments. And the most important reason, if I have to be honest, is, have you ever seen a Bugs Bunny cartoon where like a pie or something, the odor becomes fingers and grabs bugs? I've seen that song do that to chicks. So I was like, that one. Maybe it will, you see where I'm going with this?